everyone. Welcome to Flossmas number 12. This is December the 12th, 2022, and I'm Dottie, Stitching Scotty. And this is a video about counted cross stitch and Christmas, all counting down to Christmas. And I would like to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you coming by every day and all the sweet comments I get. So keep them coming. All right. So we're going to start today, and we're going to start with yesterday's trivia questions. That was a hot mess yesterday, wasn't it? But that's what happens when you have to do it 2 or 3 times. You forget what you said. Okay. In what neutral European country was Johnny Cash Christmas on the Road made? Several of you got this one. I was very surprised. I had no clue. Switzerland. Yeah, it was the neutral country that gave it away, wasn't it? So anyway, there you go. I wasn't a big fan of Johnny Cash because I wasn't a big fan of country music back then, but now I kind of like it. Okay, now, what fabric was used to make cheap ornaments in the Victorian era? Okay, what fabric was used to make cheap ornaments in the Victorian era? And that would have been cotton. And a couple of you got that one. So kudos to y'all that got it. It was very, very good because that was a little tricky. Okay. All right. What are we going to start with today? A free pattern. Now, I will warn you that this is in French, but if you go on Google Chrome, it should be able to translate the web page for you, but you don't need to know the language to read what the pattern is. And it was really, really pretty. I will link it below, and this link will take you right to this, and it's a Nordic Heart. So, and so you can say très chic. That's French, français. Okay, so anyway, be sure and go to the link below and check that one out. That would make a great small or a great Christmas ornament for someone. And you've still got time to stitch it up. It'd be good for your bestie, you know, your best stitch buddy. All right. Today we're going to talk about a couple of sales. One of the sales is from Stacy Stitches Creative Studio, and I will link that below. It says enjoy 15% off now through New Year's Eve. So I'm going to stick this right up here so you can see it. Stacy's, wait a minute. Stacy Stitches, that's a tongue tire, Creative Studio. 15% off between now and not Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve. Good grief. All right, so that's a good one. So hopefully that you'll get to see that, and it'll be really, really, really good. You'll enjoy that. And I hope some of y'all got to sign up for the retreat in the box. That was really, really a good one. So from the Black Needle Society. Okay. All right, now we're going to talk about my finally finished objects or fully finished objects. And I have 2 framed pieces. If you'll notice, I like Mill Hill a lot, and I liked Lizzie Kate a lot. I've kind of branched out now to different things, but this was just so cute because I am a music teacher that I had to stitch this one. It was Jingle Bells, the Christmas Carol, and it said jingle all the way down here, and it had this ceramic sleigh button that you put on there at the end. But I just thought it was so cute. It's on blue perforated paper, and this is the first time I'd ever done anything on blue perforated paper. I used 3 strands over 1, and it's on 14 count if I'm not mistaken. But I thought it was really cute, and this is a Mill Hill frame, and you just finish it, pop it in, and stick your foam core in the back and anchor it down, and it's ready to go. And they even have little pegs where you can stand it up. And these frames are quite reasonable. They really are. And it comes with the thread. The kit comes with the thread, the needles, the beading needle, the needles, everything. And there weren't too awfully, well, there was a lot of beads on here because it goes on bells, and all this is beaded, and except for the white. And there's some white beads here. The word bells is nothing but beads. The word jingle is nothing but beads. And this bow is nothing but beads. But it's really quick. You just pick up the bead with your needles, throw it through, and there you go. It's pretty easy. All right. So if you've never tried Mill Hill kits, you need to try those. All right. The next thing we have is a large one. So I'll probably have to, I'll have to show this one in sections. I'm going to scoot back. This is Lizzie Kate Christmas Rules. You see, I can't even get it all in there. Okay, so we'll start here at the top. The Christmas Rules part with the snowman, you can go to her website. Yes, it's still there, and you can download this free pattern up here. All right, then you have Be Kind and of Good Cheer and Treasure Family. That's one pattern. Then you have Fa La La as You Decorate and Honor Traditions. That's another pattern. Then you go down where it says Give Santa Cookies and Milk and No Pouting. I've seen a lot of that today when I was out shopping. And that's one pattern. Then the next one is Keep the Schedule Light and then Share Your Toys. That's another pattern. And then the next one is Listen for Reindeer and Hang Mistletoe. And the last pattern is Give More Than You Get and, Give More Than You Get and Welcome Friends. And I apologize for the glare. Okay, I'm going to do it like this so you can see it again. And I had this framed at Stitch and Frame up in Rock Hill. And it's not there anymore. So, yeah, that's so sad. But anyway, I liked the red frame and I got glass put on it. And it's not exactly the color red as the Mill Hill frame, but it's close enough. If you're standing off, you know, you just think it's the light that's shining on it. But it's on 28 count, and I used all the call for threads, and they were Weeks Dye Works and Gentle Arts, and maybe a couple of DMCs. So I really enjoyed doing that. And what I did was I tried to do like one pattern a month. So that way I had it done like in a year, and it wasn't like, oh, this big project, you know. So it was a lot of fun. Now, the Lizzie Kate patterns are not available anymore unless your L&S happens to have some. You can find it on Stash and Load or eBay, or from a friend that says, oh, I finished this pattern. Or you can go to 123stitch.com and see if they have them available. But like I said, the top part is available on her blog and website. Okay, what am I stitching on? Okay, every now and then a designer will do a collaboration. And Kathy Haberman of Hands On Design and Just Another Button Company did Squareology, and they did Mary Berry. Yeah, that's the name of it, Mary Berry. And what they did was the pattern is 1/4 of this wreath. And then you just keep turning it and joining it up. And that's how it's called Squareology. And they stitched this on gunmetal. I think mine's on Fabrics by Stephanie Slate, maybe, I think. And then you just rotate your chart, and you can finish it in a 4-inch embroidery hoop if you do it on 30 count, Weeks Dye Works. But I don't think mine's on 30 count. No, mine's on 28 count. And this is what I have done so far. Not much. Sorry for the wrinkling. So I'm just stitching along. I'm trying to do all the white first, and then I thought I'd fill in the rest later. But I'm using 2 strands over 2, and I'm using Weeks Dye Works grits for the white, I think. Yep. And Gentle Arts, and the only DMC I'm using is for the green, because we didn't have any green available at our shop. And then I've got the buttons, Mary, and the little red buttons here from Just Another Button Company to finish it up. So that'll be fun, and a little hoop to put it in, so that'll be great. And this one may be done by Christmas, and then again, maybe not. It just depends. I'm not really sure about that. So I'm enjoying stitching on it though. I got that at one of my retreats that I went to, Panda's Crossing, my local needlework shop. All right, now let's show some patterns from Stash. Okay, I saw this one and I just fell in love with it. I was out somewhere in North Carolina. I think I was at Sandy's Cross Stitch on the Go in Hendersonville when I saw this. And this pattern is a Sarah Gurmani, I think, pattern. And it's called Christmas Village. Look at that. It reminds me of Whoville. And then there is Christmas Village, and there's her website. I've seen these patterns at different shops when I've been out and about. She uses all DMC. This pattern is French. Today must be French Pattern Day. The reason I say that is because everything in the back is in French. You need 3 boutons, which are buttons. And I'm sure I didn't say that right. It's been a while since I've taken French. And the pattern is easy to read. The symbols are neat. And it's got the shaded area so you can tell where it goes from page to page. So that's really good. And there's like, 6 pages. Yeah, not much. I can finish this in a night. Not. That picture will show up as my photo for the day. Trust me. If it's a bad photo of me or one with my mouth hanging open, that'll be the one they put up. Go figure. So anyway, all right, and the next one I'm showing is a kit, and this is from Val Stuff. It's Merry Christmas to You, and it's like EWE because it's a sheep. Isn't that cute? And look at those eyes. Reminds me of my dog when it's scared. Or dogs, I should say. Winston's eyes show up real good like that because he's a dark color. It's so cute. It's on 14 count perforated paper, and it uses Wig Style Works. But if you don't want to use that, they have a DMC conversion. So the only thing you need is the DMC and the wigs. There's 3 DMC colors and the rest is wigs, or you can use all DMC. It doesn't matter. The felt is included, and for the back, and it's kind of glittery. And then the perforated paper, like I said, is included too. So there you go. Okay, and I do have a piece of fabric that I forgot to show for the Christmas Village. I went ahead and got a piece of fabric for it. And this one's called Bramble, and it's 28 count by Picture This Plus. There you go. You're getting to see a good, it's a little bit modeled. I may decide to use this, or I may decide to do something smaller, but I don't want to do anything too small because that's kind of little. So I'm going to sit down and, because this one's 278 by 263. So, and if I want to know how much it is, I can use the cross stitch app, and I can put the dimensions in and the size border I want and know exactly how large it's going to be. So you'll have to try that. Just download it on your phone. It's the X-Stitch app. And you can, know how large or small to cut your material. And I'll link that below. Sorry about that. Let me put that on there, X-Stitch app. Okay. All right. Okay. So it is now time for our trivia question for today, or questions for today. So let's see, what are we gonna have? Oh, that would be good. Oh. Okay, what Christmas favorite is part of Fantasia's classical music score? What Christmas favorite is part of Fantasia's classical music score? You'll probably get this one. Okay. Then, oh, this is a good one. No two of these 1983 to 1985 most popular Christmas toys were exactly alike. That could get expensive. No two of these 1983 to 1985 most popular Christmas toys were exactly alike. What were they? Okay, so there's your two Christmas trivia questions. And now it's box opening time. Okay, today is the 12th day of the Colorado Cross Stitch box, and this is the last day. She was doing the 12 days of Christmas, and I kind of jumped it up because I'm not going to be available after Christmas a little bit. So I did it days 1 through 12. But the original for 12 days of Christmas are from December the 25th until January the 6th, which is Epiphany. And we celebrate that because that's when, you know, they say the wise men visited Jesus. But it really took them 2 years to get there. So anyway, there's your little lesson for today. But this is number 12. So let's see what Sherry, you know, it's not a Flossmas if I don't drop something. Oh, and yesterday was so bad. I went to some of my piano students' church service, and they played. There were 7 of my students playing there, and they weren't expecting me, so I think I scared them half to death. And we were eating refreshments afterwards, and I dropped my tea. Oh, I think everybody will remember who I am. Yeah. Ooh, wow. Fun, fun, fun. Look, I got a pair of Joji scissors. We can always use more scissors. Yes. These are neat. Look how slim and trim. Ooh, thank you, Sherry. Wow. It says, named after the great knitwear designer and teacher, Joji Locatelli. She must be Italian. Thank you so much. And I really, really enjoyed my 12 Days of Christmas box, Sherry. Thank you so, so much for going to all the trouble to gather everything. And I can use everything. And I like everything. So thank you. I appreciate it so much. All right, so next we have day 12 of Stitchy Box. Red and white striped with a reindeer. See, isn't he cute? I almost ripped his little head off, didn't I? Ooh, that would not be good. Rip Rudolph's head off because it was Rudolph. Oh boy, another limited edition Gentle Art Color Fast thread. It's kind of a chestnut kind of color, I think, maybe. Very, very nice. I like it. And we can always use brown. Always, always. Thank you very much. Okay. All right, and last but not least, good things come in small packages. This is day 12 of the Nice List box. Look at that Christmas tree box. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's open it up and see what I would get on day 12. Ooh, lots of blue DMC flosses and some black. Look at there. Nice. Okay, so there must be a project coming up that's going to use blue and black. Oh, and now that I think of it, I bet that white sparkly cloth is going to be used with this. See, I'm catching on. Oh my goodness. So we got blue DMC floss, assorted, and black. And then we got scissors and more floss. Okay. Well, I'm going to have plenty of floss. That's a good thing. Always, always, I need floss. Thank you so much for joining in, and I will see you tomorrow. And be sure and remember the trivia questions. Well, no two of these 1983-85 popular Christmas toys were exactly alike is one of the questions. And the other question is, what Christmas favorite is part of Fantasia's classical music score? All right, until then, happy stitching. I'll see you tomorrow.